Gnome, I'm at your house here on Peony. Just want to kind of go over what's going on. So you have all these rocks. I just want to give you a broad, I know we got a lot of shade here. Let's start in the front here. So here we got a problem, and that is these roots are like 4 or 5 inches above ground level. And the only thing we can do in this area, in this small area, is put some metal risers on this side and on this side, build it up, and then put grass over it. So we're talking about those metal pieces. That's all I can do on this area.
Can I help you?
Good. No, I'm the landlord. I'm the landlord, Robert.
You are Robert?
Yeah.
I saw you 1 year ago.
Oh yeah, it's been a while. No, I'm here looking at the yard, so I'm talking to the owner now.
Okay.
I'll be with you in just a minute.
All right.
And then you see right in here these big roots. So we cannot cut that because that'll kill the tree. So that's what we're gonna have to do in this section. Now on the side over here, this is what they're complaining about. There's no grass, it's dead, all these roots. Got to clean that up. So you can see that goes all the way down to here, right there to this area, and then we're okay from there on. Okay, now we're back on this side. They're complaining about all of this area needs to be resodded. So we've got basically from right there, all of this area, all of these roots right here that are exposed, we have to, in some of these we're just gonna have to manually dig them out, and as long as we don't remove too many of them, it won't kill the tree. We have to remove that concrete that's buried there for some reason. And anyway, all this is gonna have to be resodded. There's just no grass here. You can see how tall this is on top of the ground. So all this will have to have a whole bunch of topsoil put in, and then we're gonna have to resod it. So let me just show you. So all this area here is bare. If you can see in the video, you see all these roots on top. That's what they're complaining of. As we get closer, you can see how many are exposed. There's just tons of them. You can see those big long ones right there, and they go all the way to here. You can see where your line used to be, because that should be flush with the ground, but you can see how deep. You can see how, that's what, about 4 inches from the bottom of the ground. So we have to go over these roots, and then first thing we're gonna have to do is aerate this yard, kind of like till it up. And then we're gonna have to cover these roots with topsoil, and then we're gonna bring in sod. So the quote I got today was $2,500 labor only. I'm gonna have to price the sod, but we're gonna need 5 pallets of sod. They're roughly $4 to $4.50 depending on what grass we get. And then I'm gonna have to bring in 8 yards of topsoil. Plus we'll have the metal that we'll have to put around that end. So anyway, that's what's going on here. It's gonna be an expensive project. I can't do anything about that. But in addition, I do see this as being a safety concern, because with all this being raised, it's just 1 second, somebody's gonna trip over them. You can see how tall they are on the ground, so probably best anyway. And so around the tree base, we're gonna get rid of those old tree rings, and I'm gonna have to get rid of all those rocks too. Anyway, so this is just a video just kind of show you what's going on. But all this is all bare, as you can see. There's just not any grass, it's all weeds. So Gnome, this is Robert, I'm signing out now. I'm at 8013 Peony.